Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing all good today. You're welcome to today's session. You're welcome. Good evening. I hope you're doing all good. Yeah, you're all welcome to today's session. You are all welcome to today's session. So, um, I believe we have a good number of folks in class at the moment. So, I'm going to get right into the lesson for today. So, for last week, we got started with WordPress. I know it can be really challenging, especially when you are getting to use the system for the first time. It can be really challenging. So I just want to hear your feedback so far. What have you done? Where are you at the moment? So if you have been able to purchase a domain and installed WordPress, please let me know. Let me see your comments in the comment section. Just let me see a thumbs up if you have been able to do that. So I make it very easy. So if you have been able to purchase a domain and hosting from Q Server and you have been able to install WordPress, please let me see a thumbs up on the comment section because that is a part of your project. So it's important that all of you are at that point at the moment. Please let me see a thumbs up if you have gotten to that point. Okay, blessing. I saw your hand. That's all. I couldn't install it. Okay. Pen said she couldn't install it. Okay, let me see your challenge. But I think I would go over the installation again once more. But then I suggest you should watch that video once more because if you watch that video once more, you should have all the information you need to install WordPress. Okay. I see Amarachi has a hands up. Please, I want to see more thumbs up. I want to see more thumbs up. Please, if you know you have installed WordPress, let me see your thumbs up. Okay, Esther, I can see her thumbs up. Yes, you have to pay, of course. It's not free. And then, like I said, what you are paying is less than 5,000 naira. So for those who, for you have to pay, of course. It's not free. It's not free. You have to pay for it. And then, like I said, you are spending less than 5,000 naira. Okay, someone said after payment she wasn't able to install. I would suggest that you go back and watch that video, but I'm going to do it right here on this call once more. Okay, it was requesting payment for yearly. So what you need to do is watch that video once more. I have been saying this: watch the video, watch the replay, watch the replay, watch it once more. Now, when you watch the replay, yeah, for Queen, it was asking you to pay 28,000 naira. Now you should watch the replay. There was a point where I asked you to select 1 month. Why it's showing you 27,000 naira is because you selected the 1 year plan. You are supposed to watch the video once more. Watch the video once more, please. You can't use a free account. You can't use a free account in order for you to, okay, yours refuse to install. Okay, hello, good evening. So we are going to look at all of those. Yours should actually install on your WordPress. It should be very easy. Now, one of the reasons why I am asking you to build a WordPress website, yeah, one of the reasons why I'm asking you to build a WordPress website is because as you are learning these skills right now, you want to be able to compete with people who have been in the space far longer than you. Okay, and how are you able to do that? You are able to do this if you can show people that you have certain level of experience. You cannot just talk. Okay, okay. I think I'll go over it again once more. I will delete my installation and reinstall it once more for us to see in this lesson. But then I have always said this. Please watch previous videos. Please watch previous videos. Now, what I'm just seeing here, I'm realizing that a lot of you are not watching the replay of the video, which is not nice. Which is not nice. You need to watch the replay of the video. You need to watch the replay of the video. Please, you need to watch replays. Now, Without further ado, I will get right into it. I think I'll have to go through this process again from start. I will have to go through this entire process from start, even though I'm not supposed to do this. That's why you have the replay of the previous video to make it very easy. At this point, what we should be doing would be just go in and look through the optimization. And then for what I realized here, for what I from what I realized, I sent a document from the teaching assistant. I hope you guys looked at it. Now, that document contains certain videos that should help you learn this a lot more faster. So, without further ado, I think I'll just go through the entire process once more. I'll go through the entire process once more. So, I'll share my screen right away and walk you through the entire process. Now, before I begin, let me share my screen. You can't use a free plan. You can't use a free plan because this allows you to carry on custom optimization. Can you see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, let me know. Let me see a thumbs up. I'm on Q server. I'm heading to Q server right now. If you can see my screen, let me know. I'm on Q server right now. If you can see my screen on Q server, please let me know. Okay, yeah. I think you cannot see my screen right now. Now I'll go through this over again, and if you still don't understand it, what I'll recommend you do is you watch the previous video and then you watch this one once more. You watch the replay of this once more. Then it's going to make it a lot more easier for you to grasp this concept. Now, the first thing I asked you to do is to create an account on Q server. Create an account on Q server if you do not have an account already. For me, I already have an account, so I'm going to log into my account right away. As you can see, I still have invoices from. Okay, everyone can see my screen. So what we are going to do right now, we're going to carry out. So basically, what you need to do is once you get to your Q server account, the first thing you want to go is domain search. Okay. So if you get to your Q server account, just ensure you're able to get to domain search. And once you are here, you want to use a domain. Now, for me, I have a website, and this is my website. What I'm doing with my website is it has my name here, basically, because it is my personal website. So I use this website to showcase my services and the things that I do. So people can easily come here and then they can look at my portfolio and then see what I do, and they can see real case studies of the jobs that I have done or projects that I've actually worked on. So this is what you will be doing. And for you to get this level of customization, you're going to be creating something that is really different, something that is going to help you stand out amongst the crowd, which is what we want to help you achieve. So that's why I am taking you through this training so you can be able to achieve this. Okay, so you can be able to achieve this. So you just need to get a domain. So the last time we used lit and we used .com.ng. We used .com.ng because this is an affordable domain. That was why we used this domain. So I'm going to add another A just in case we still have this domain and we want to use it. As you can see, congratulations, this domain is available. Now, what do you need to do? Listen and follow me keenly and also go back to the replay of this video, please. Now, click on continue. Now, once you get to this page, it tells you that you do not have hosting. And what do you need to do? I explained to you the other time. Hosting allows you to purchase more like a space on a web server where you can store your files, because my picture at the moment that's on my website, I need a place to actually store it, and that's why I need to get hosting. Okay, okay, okay. So Blessing says she got to Astra installation, so I can see a lot of people actually went far. Now this is the plan that we are going to be using, the starter pack. As you can see, monthly is 1,815 naira. This is the amount you have to pay monthly in order to use this service. So what do you do at this point? You want to ensure that you take note of this. It's basically saying that you should not use their service for any fraudulent activity, basically. So now what do you want to do? You want to continue with this domain here, and we click on continue. Now this is where you need to select monthly. For those who are saying they were seeing, for those who, so for those who said they were seeing 27,000 naira or so, for those saying that, okay, now this is where I'm at the moment. So this is where I am. Now this is where you need to select your billing cycle. Okay, for those who are seeing that amount, it's because you selected an annual cycle, or you selected a semi-annual cycle, or you selected the quarterly cycle. Now, if you can afford this, I would recommend you go for the quarterly cycle or the semi-annual cycle. But if you know at the moment this is what you can afford, you can get to be paying this monthly to renew your subscription. You click on this, choose billing cycle. Now, once you click on this, the next thing you need to do is to click on continue. And once you click on continue, then you can purchase the domain and hosting. Now, I told you that once you purchase your domain and hosting, now I don't want to move to the next phase because it's going to require me to pay, but I think I'll just do it regardless. Now you click on this DNS management free. You click on this. Now this is what I see at the moment. This is the price for the web hosting, the price for the domain, VAT, and this is what I have to pay. And this is the recurring. This is the monthly payment I'll be making, and this is the annual payment. This is for the domain. Now, basically, what you need to do is to select a payment method and pay. You click on either Flutterwave or Paystack, and then you click on I have read and agreed to the terms of service, and then you click on checkout. And from this point, this is what you are basically paying: 4,246 naira. Simple. So I hope we are all following. Please, if you are following, give me a thumbs up. For those who said they were seeing 27,000 naira, I believe at this point you now know how to get it to less than 5,000 naira. Please, I want to see your thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're following. Thumbs up. Great, great, great. I just want to make sure that we are following at this point. Or Grace said I used local hosting. A friend of mine told me that I can access all features without pay. Yeah, you can use local hosting, but then it requires an advanced form of setup. That's why I didn't talk about it. But this is like what is recommended. Great. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, which is really, really good. Now, at this point, what you need to do is make payment. Once you make payment, you're going to receive an email. Okay, so let me head over to my email. You are going to receive an email, and I'll show you what the email is going to look like. You receive an email, and I'll show you what the email will look like. Now, this is what the email will look like. It will tell you that you have successfully purchased the domain and hosting from Q server, and most time it might take between 24 to 72 hours for it to propagate. It might take between 24 to 72 hours for it to propagate. Please give me a minute. So it will take about 42 to I think that's 72 hours for it to propagate. Now, once propagation is complete, what you need to do is you click on this URL. Now, this is the URL you click on, control panel. You click on control panel. Now, this is what you are going to click on, control panel. Now, once I click on this, it's going to take me to this page. And then what you need to do is you need to be very careful when I'm doing this. You want to make sure that you copy the username and the password exactly. Ensure you do not have any white spaces, because if there are any white spaces like this, it's not going to work. Now for this, you can see there's an extra white space. If you can look keenly, you're going to see that there's an extra white space. But like this, there is no extra white space. Now, just for information, this login is not accessible. So even if you try it at your end, it won't work. So what you need to do is that you need to log in. So when you log in, you get to your C panel. This is what your C panel looks like. This is what your C panel looks like. Now, on your control panel, for those who are saying they cannot see Softaculous, I told you how you can find Softaculous. Now, basically, what you do on your cPanel, you use it to manage your hosting account. There are quite a number of things you can do here, but we are not going to dwell on that. We are going to dwell on installing WordPress, because that's actually what we need. We do not want to make things very complicated. It's either you install WordPress from the left-hand side by WordPress Manager by Softaculous, or you head down and then you click on WordPress, or you can see Softaculous app installer. So I'm going to click on this. Now, at the moment, I already have WordPress installed here, but I'm going to delete this installation because I want to show you this once more. I would delete this installation. And I can tell that from the responses I received, a lot of you didn't watch the video I sent over, which is not good, because that video is supposed to aid you to make the process a lot more easier, so I don't have to go through this once more. But let's do it regardless. So I'm going to delete this installation. I'm going to delete it. Now, this is what we have on the website already. Well, I'm going to delete this installation. Actually, I will delete this. Now, this is what we have. Now, what I expect you to do is, once you have this installation, you go in and edit it and make changes and make it your own. That's what I want you to do. So let me head over to the class to see if we are following. I showed you steps. It would have been a lot more easier if you followed my steps, unless when you are now more advanced, then you can consider buying it your own way. But I felt, it would have been a lot more easier for you following this step so you don't get lost. So let me share my screen once more. For some reason, I don't know, I feel my screen is not sharing. So let me share it once more. And once I'm sure it's there, then we can move it. Now, someone is asking me, how do we download Q server? It seems this person is not following. Someone said you use .com. It's a lot of you. Are you sure you are following my class? I told you .com cost about 21,000 naira. Unless if you can afford it. If you can afford it, no problem. But if you cannot afford it, then you can go for .com.ng, which is just 2,000 naira. Please, for those who are just joining, please watch the recap of this class. It makes your life a lot more easier. Now, please let me know if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please let me see a thumbs up. I want to make sure that we are following. Okay, yeah, you can't see my screen. So I'm going to clear this out. We know how we got here. We know how we're able to get this done. Now, this is what we want to achieve right now. Now, this is what we want to achieve. So I'm going to show you how you can get to this point. Okay, and what you need to do is to install this and then make changes to it. There are quite a number of templates there. So what you just need to do is to install, make changes to it. And then what you'll be doing primarily, okay, primarily what you'll be doing is to, from the things that you've learned, you're going to create blog posts that is going to highlight your skills in creating content. Now, that's what you'll be doing moving forward. I'm going to walk you through that step and process. So I'm going to X out of this because I want to delete the current WordPress installation here. So we're going to install another one. So what I'll be doing here is I'm going to remove this installation completely. Now it's going to remove directory, remove database, remove literally everything, and then I'm going to click on this to remove the installation. Now what I'm doing right here is I am deleting the current WordPress installation. So now once this is done, we'll not be able to access WordPress on that domain. So let's head back to WordPress management. Now remember what I said. Let's head back. From your cPanel, head over to Softaculous, and then you click on install here. Now you need to be very careful right here. Very careful right here. So what you need to do is to, if you see any letter combination here, you want to ensure you clean this part so it's empty. Now for you, you're not going to have this drop down. You're just going to have your actual domain here. But for me, because I have an installation here, I'm going to select this domain, which is web.hotstore.com.ng. So this is the one I will be using. Now, what do you need to do? This is where you need to fill out your admin information. Fill out your admin information. So your site name, your description, all of these things can be changed. And then your admin and then your password. So I'm going to hide this and then I'm going to generate another password. Okay. So I'm going to generate another password right here. So for email, I think I'll just change this to use my email. And I'll just put another password here, so it's easy for me to just remember my password. Okay, so what you have to do at this point, you click on install. Now this is all set. We are in the right domain. Directory is all set, and then we click on install. Now what we need to do is to wait for now once it's installed, you can now click on this link and it's going to take you to the WordPress site that we just installed. Now this is what it looks like. This is what the WordPress site looks like that we just installed. Now if we head over to view site, this is what we are having. Now what we want to do is to change this into something else and make it look so good. So please, if you are following, let me see your thumbs up. At the moment, we just installed WordPress. Let me see your thumbs up if you are following. Let me see your thumbs up. I can only see the thumb of one person, which is Ajayi Adedolapo. That's the person I can see. Let me see your thumbs up. Okay, come here. I can see. Okay, I can see your thumbs up. That's great. It means people are actually following me, which is good. Now I've showed you how you can purchase a domain and hosting from QServer, get the installation done, and install WordPress. Now we're on WordPress. Pay keen attention while I walk you through the processes. Now at this point, you head over to dashboard. Now the first thing you will do when you get to this point, you want to install a theme on your WordPress website. You want to install a theme first. That's the first thing you do. So you head over to themes, appearance, then you click on themes. Now there are quite a number of themes here, but we don't need this. So what I'll do, I'll likely delete this one. So this is how you can delete the themes that you do not want. So you click on add a new theme and you select Astra. Now this is the theme that we will be using. You click on Astra and then you install it. Once installation is complete, you can click on activate and commence using the Astra team. So we want to wait for it to install. Now installation is complete. Click on activate. Now it has been activated. Now we have Astra team set up for us on our WordPress website. Now the next thing you will do is head over to plugins, and then you click on add new plugins. Now we want to install new plugins, and then I told you what plugins are. They help you to extend the functionality of WordPress. As you can see, it is written here what plugin does. So what we'll be doing, we're going to be installing a couple of plugins. The first one we're going to be installing is the starter template. So once I search for starter template, you're going to see what it looks like, and then we can now install it. Now this is what it looks like, starter template. This is what the logo looks like. Then you click on install to complete the installation. Wait for this to install, and while it is installing, I want to ask you a question. Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Now, I sent a link. I sent a link, or I sent a document rather to. I sent a document that contains the lecture notes for the previous class I had, and then there were some links on it. How many people actually took out time to watch the videos? If you know you took out time to watch the video, let me see a fire emoji. I posted about 3 videos there, and then a link to a setup. If you know you watched all those videos, please let me see a fire emoji on the chat. If you know you watched those videos, let me see a fire emoji on the chat. Okay, let me show you what I am talking about. Now it seems now, as you can see, this is installed. Then I'm going to click on activate. Now let me head over to the class. Okay, Gloria said she watched 2 of them. Someone said I just saw the material today. Obviously, you were not in the last class, because if you were in the last class, I said I was going to send that video. Now I think it's only Gloria that said she has watched it. I watched 2 of the 3. Yeah, Gloria. I think it's only Gloria that have watched that video. Have not seen it. If you are not seeing it, it means you are not paying attention. If you are paying attention, then you should see it. It just shows that you are not paying attention, and this is very important. It is very important. I'm sure the teaching assistant has added it, okay? Because the likes of if the likes of Gloria has seen it, that means the rest of you are not doing something. Because if after the last class we had, you know you have a project to implement and you didn't go back to watch that video, it shows that you are not actually putting a lot of skin to it, because it is a complex lesson. I was expecting you to go back to it and watch it, because once you watch it, a lot of things make sense. It is very, very, very complicated for you to watch, go through that process from last week and then understand it at once. It doesn't work like that. It takes time for you to go over it, and then with repetition, it makes it easy for you to implement it. Now, this is the lecture notes that I used for the last lesson. And then I told you that I was going to send this. And that night, I sent this to the teaching assistant. I told you that you should watch this. You should take a look at this article, watch this video, and watch this video. And from the look of things, a lot of you did not do it. a lot of you do not do it. Okay, Gloria said she has done the encryption. So far, so good. It seems it's only Gloria that has been putting all of the work. It seems it's just Gloria because so far so good. She is the only one that has gone really, really deep into this. And if she has been able to do it, and the rest of you have not been able to do it, it means that you are not actually paying a lot of attention to this. And I am actually throwing this out as a call for you to pay attention to it and act on it. And act on it. So I'm going to continue the lesson. So at this point, the starter template has been installed. So the next thing I'll do is to click on here to activate it. Now I have the starter template activated. Now we also need another template. We need Elementor. Now Elementor is a page builder. We are going to see more about Elementor and how to use it. That's what we're going to be using to build the pages. And those videos I posted, yeah, they were supposed to help you understand how Elementor works so that at this point, I just get to answer your questions because I've given you all of the directions you need in the previous class. But from this class, I just realized that a lot of us just after the class, we don't go back to it again. And the thing is, if you really want to be successful in this space, you need to give in that time because people are going to judge you based on what you can do, based on your competence. So if you are not giving in time to learn this, then you will not be able to actually get better at this. And remember, a lot of people are on this space before you, so you need to do a lot of work in order for you to be competitive in the marketplace. So I'll wait for this to install, and once it installs, then we can head over to the setup of our website. So it's installed, and you click on this to activate it. Now it's activated. Now this is what our website looks like. This is what our website looks like. Pretty simple, just hello world, sample page, and that's all. Now this is where things are going to get interesting. Now I'm going to install a template, and everything you're seeing here will change to the template, which is going to make it a lot more easier to customize. Now head over to appearance and starter templates. Now what you need to do is, first thing you need to do is to, at the top right hand corner, you want to select a builder. You remember we installed Elementor initially. It is a page builder, and that's what we are going to be using. Please remember to select Elementor from this drop down. Remember to select Elementor from this drop down. So these are a lot of starter templates, okay? So with these templates, you can build different kinds of websites. Templates that are here. What you need to do is to install and customize it, and that solves it. So we're going to be looking at portfolio. So let me just search for portfolio. It's taking time to load. Let me. Okay, now I just search for portfolio under the personal and CV. As you can see, these are templates. If you want to find a template for a photographer, for an artist, an author, but now we just search for um, the portfolio and CV. Now these are quite a number of templates. Now this template is for a visual artist. This is for a portfolio and to pay attention to this. Anyone you see that has a tag here that says premium, you need a paid account to be able to use it. Now I'm going to click on this one. So this Sorry about that, guys. I was experiencing network issue. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I experienced network glitch, but I'm back. So I'll share my screen right away and let's get to it. Okay, I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm back right now, so let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, you can now see my screen. Thank you, Bojimu. Hope I got that right. Now, this was where we left off. So I'm going to click on this and stressing me out. Okay, so before it loads, yeah, basically this is an option for you to customize the template that you want to install. Here are the different fonts that you can use. These are the different fonts you can use. You can easily upload the logo here. So if you have your logo, you can just upload it right here and then use it. Or if you have it on your system, you can just upload it and then have it on your website from this point. So let me try refreshing this. I apologize for the network today. Okay, now this is what the template looks like. And once you click on this, you can change the color. You can change the color to the palette that you want. So let's stick with the default palette here and click on continue. And here's an option for you to select the features that you need. At the moment, we just need the page builder, which is Elementor, and then the contact form, which is already installed. And then click on continue. Let's go back to Elementor once more. The network today is really stressing us out, and that's the reason for the back and forth movement. I want to
You're welcome.
Hello everyone. Sorry about that. I'm back. I just switched my network. So this network should work fine now. I'm sorry for that. So I'll share my screen right away. Let's get back to it. We just have a few minutes to the break, so we can. Okay, we're back. Now I'm sorry about that. That's network issue, but that should be fixed now. So what you need to do is to click on continue, and these are the features here. You can just, like I said, you stick with the page builder and the contact form. You can either skip this step or you continue. Either of them still works. This was where we got stuck the other time. uh okay, let me pick another color. Okay, let me see if this is installed already, but this should. Okay, it's not installed already, but this is supposed to install. uh so I think I'll begin the setup once more from the very start. That should basically help us. So let's head over to the setup. We head over to the starter templates, okay? And then we select build with Elementor. And then we head over to portfolio and CV. Then we select this template. And then, like I said, you can select the font that you want. I'm going to stick with the default and then click on continue. Click on continue as well. Now you're going to fill up this information, what your name is, your email, and then for me, I'm going to set an expert, but you should set a beginner, okay? For myself, and okay, you can check this. I think share non-sensitive data. Okay, so this helps them to improve their service. So once you're at this point, you're going to wait for the installation to be completed. And once this installation is completed, you will have this new template installed on your WordPress. Okay, okay, I'm seeing your comments. Okay, Grace said that she has completed the process. Well, Grace, that's good. That's that's a good job from you. Now the installation is still in progress, 18%. So um, once the installation is completed, then we're going to realize that the new template is now available. Now, I what I want to suggest is you can communicate with yourself on the platform. And if you're experiencing any challenges, okay, you can communicate with your fellow students and you guys can work things out and they can help you. Now, you guys can even hop on calls. Now, Google Meet has a feature that can help you to hop on calls. So you can use Google Meet to hop on calls, okay? And then you can get on calls, share your screens, and then it teaches you how to actually collaborate with each other. Because moving forward, that is the nature of the work. You're going to hop on calls with people and you get to interact with them and you get to work with them as well. So that's the nature of this space that you're actually going into. As you can see, your it says congratulations, your new website is live. So once I click on this, now as you can see, this is what our WordPress website looks like. So now this is what our WordPress website looks like. Now this is it. We just installed the template. Now what I want you to do is you can now go in and make changes to all of this information. So you can either remove the section that you do not want or you can leave it. But then what you need to do is just format this and make it reflect your experience and the things that you have done. So let me see thumbs up if you are following. Let me see thumbs up if you are following. Let me see thumbs up if you are following. Let me see a thumbs up if you're following. If you were able to grasp this process till this point where we have this template installed and this is what we now have on our site. Let me see a thumbs up. Okay, great, great, great. I can see your thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. We are doing a great job. We are doing a great job with this momentum. I tell you, before our next class, you'd have your WordPress installed, and when you watch those videos, you see it's going to be a lot more easier for you to find your way around WordPress, and you see it's going to be very, very easy. And I think at the end of this class, I'm going to also highlight a couple of other things that you can do with WordPress that is going to help expand your level of experience and it's really going to be beneficial to you moving forward. So this is what we have as our WordPress site. So it's almost time for break. So when it Okay, let's get back to class. Come on, Abeg, help me with the volume, Abeg. Volume. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. You're welcome back. I hope you have taken your attendance. I hope you have taken your attendance. Now, at this point, this is what we have. Okay, let me share my screen. And you let me know if you can see my screen before I comment. So, if you can see my screen, let me see a thumbs up. You're welcome. Fola Shadi, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, I can see thumbs up. It means you can see my screen. So I'll get right into it. Now, this is what you have at the moment. So if I click on the About section, okay, it's going to take me to the About section. So what you need to do is when you get to this individual pages, what you need to do is to just change this headline to a headline that fits what you do. Basically, you just need to change all of these things. So if you do not need this section once more, you can remove it, get a picture, you can add it here. Basically, what you need to do is to just customize this and make it your own. So I'm going to show you how we can get started with that. Okay, so let me head over to the home page first. And when you are on any page, you can either use this button here that says edit with Elementor, or you can head over to the dashboard to edit the page. Now you can head over to all pages. So I'm going to give you a brief explanation about all of this. Now, these are the pages you currently have on your website. So you have the home page, the contact, about, portfolio, the privacy policy, and sample page. So you're going to head over to the home page. So this is what you need to do. Click here to edit with Elementor. Okay, you're welcome back, guys. You're welcome. We're doing a great job. We're doing a great job. We are making progress. So good. Let's actually skip this. Now, this is what Elementor looks like. I'm not going to dive deep into Elementor, okay, because it's going to take up a lot of time. What you need to do is, this is a video that you watch. I'll ensure that the teaching assistant they pass an announcement, so everyone knows where they can find this. Now, this is a video building a website using Elementor Page Builder. So when you watch this video, it's going to teach you everything that you basically need to know about Elementor. But I'll go over it a bit, but then watch that video and that would actually cover it. So what you need to do is once you click on any section of the website, you're going to see an option to edit it. You're going to see styles, you're going to see the advanced section where you can add colors and you can make changes to the elements on the website. So like I said, we are not going to go deep into this. Watch that video and then you are going to get all the information you need so you can customize your website. So what you just need to do is to head over to this place. So let's say I don't want this section of the content, I can just delete this section and delete this section. And once you're done deleting, you click on publish, or you once you click on save draft, it's not saved. You can save it as a template, but once you click on publish, then the changes that you made here would now take effect on the website. Now if I click on view, this page will no longer be visible. So here it says I'm a web developer, so you can say I am I'm a web developer, so I am a content marketer. That's basically what you need to do. So you just need to ensure that you are customizing this page to fit you are basically customizing it to fit your profile. So you can click on here to change images, upload your image. Now, all of these things are things you're going to learn from that video. So that's why I don't want to go deep into it, because we still have other things to look at. So if you are following, let me see a thumbs up. If you are following, let me see a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up. We are doing a great job. We have done a great job so far. So if you are following, let me see a thumbs up. Let's do this. Let me see a thumbs up if you're following. I want to be sure that everyone is following on this class. Great, blessing. I can see your thumbs up. I can see that from Esther. I can see from um okay. I can see a lot of thumbs up. This is good. This is good. Thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you guys. We can do this. We can do this. So you just need to set your mind to this. Watch this another time and you see it's going to be very, very easy. Great, great, great guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. We're doing a great job. Thank you so much. So now let's move ahead. Now at this point, we now know how to edit this. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, that video is going to walk you through how you can be able to edit all the pages on your website. Now, there's also something I want to point really fast. Now, you want to ensure that your site is accessible on both desktop, um, on tablet and mobile. Now, that is what this icon is all about. So once you click on this, it's going to show you how your site is going to display on a tablet, and it's going to show you how your site is going to display on mobile. Now, this is very important. This is mobile optimization. So as you are editing your site, you want to check how it looks on mobile. You want to check how it looks on mobile, and then you go in and make some changes to it and ensure that it looks great across all boards. Now, once you are done, you click on publish, and then you head over to exit to WordPress. Okay, so let me click on publish. Let me make sure that the changes that I made are published. Now let's head over to exit to WordPress. Now, what I want to show you right now is how you can add pages to your navigation. Okay, now this is your navigation. Now you see this is your navigation basically. Now at the moment, what we have here is home, about, portfolio, and contact. And based on your project, you are to create blog posts. Now, just like what you did on Medium, you're going to create separate content that is going to be on your blog post. Now I'm going to show you how you can create a blog page and how you can make that page display on your website. Now let's get right into it. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to head over to appearance, and you're going to see menus. Now these are all the menus that are on your website. This is home, about, portfolio, and contact. And as you can see, home, about, portfolio, and contact. So if you want to get to this point, you head over to appearance and menu. Now what you need to do is you can now search from the pages here and then add it to your menu. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add a new page and call it blog. So this is page. I'm going to click on add a new page. So we want to create a page where we're going to house the articles that we'll be writing. So as a content writer, you should have by now you should have created your content for. So I'm going to click on blog, and then this I button, I'm going to click on this. Now what happens is once I click on blog, I'll recommend you click on I'm publishing a blog page. Now what I want to do is that I want every post I share should automatically get to the blog page, and it's well formatted as well. So what we did, I'm just going to run through a quick recap of what we did. We want to add a blog page to our website. So now once I click on this to view page, this is what it looks like. Now this is what the blog page looks like. It is empty. Now I have a blog page already. Now I'm going to refresh this. Remember, we're in the menu section, and now these are all the pages that I have on my website. Now it will get to a point where I'm going to create articles that are going to be on my website. They are going to display here, and if I have any custom links and if I have any categories, they are going to display here. So what do I need to do in order to add my blog page to my actual website? Now this is my website. As you can see, it doesn't have any blog here, but because I have created a blog page, which is this, I want to ensure that the blog page is seen on the navigation so that when someone gets to your website, they can easily find your blog page. Now, what you need to do is on your menu, pages, then you click on pages and add to menu. Now, this is the blog page. Now, once I click on, so I'm going to pull this to the side and then click on this. Now this is saved. And now if I head over to my blog right now and then refresh it, okay. Now what you need to do is on your menu settings, so it didn't show right here. So I tried to refresh it and as you can see, it did not show. The reason why it did not show is because of the settings that I have on the menu. So I'm going to head back and click on this show as primary menu. So once this is set up, I can click on save once more. And once I do this, it's now going to display on my website because of the settings that I just changed right here. So you want to make sure that once you create your blog page, it's going to be available on your pages. You click on it, then you add it to your menu, and then ensure it is set as the primary menu. Now, once I refresh this, you'll see it's now visible. Now, let me head over to the class. Okay, so I just showed you how you can add a new menu, how you can add a new page, and how you can make it display on your website. Now, it's okay if you do not grasp the concept right now. It is totally okay. Now, what we can do is moving forward, if you watch this video one more time, all of these things will make sense. I promise you, all of these things will make sense. I know for some of you, you already grasped what I did, but what I did was simple. Okay, someone said, wow. Okay, what I did was simple. I actually created a page and then ensure that that page is displaying on my navigation. Now, initially, this wasn't showing here, but if I refresh at the moment, you're going to see it's going to show here at the moment. Now, this is the blog now. It is now visible here. It is visible. Now let me show you one more thing. Okay, let me see your thumbs up if you are following, if you understand how I added the blog page to the navigation. Let me see a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up, guys. We're doing a great job. Let me see a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up. If we understand what I did, okay. Abiodun said she understand. Stephanie said she understand. This is great work, guys. You guys are doing a great job. Erisan said she understands. If we Now, editing this with your phone, you're not going to get this flexibility. So I recommend you get a laptop. Thank you, Shitu, Okwe. Thank you. Any great job, guys. Great job, guys. You guys are doing a fantastic job. So let's head back to class and let me show you one more thing that you need to know. Now, at this point, we now have our website in place, we now have our blog page. Now, what we need to do is we should ensure that our content is displaying on our blog page. Now, how do you add your article to WordPress? Now, what you need to do is to head over to posts, okay? And then let's click on all posts so you can see all of the posts that I have on this website at the moment. So you can see we only have hello world. Now, what are you going to do at the moment? So the first thing you will do basically in regards to your project is, aside from the topic you have created for Medium, you're going to create another topic. Now, this is because you want to have various content, and this is going to help you improve the way you write. Now, once you have your content is already written on a Google document, okay. So let me get the Google document. Let me get the Google document. Now, this is a Google document. Let me create a new sheet. So I have my content here. So let me put this here. So, so I have my content here. So let's say the title of my content is, so I have a couple of content. I have about 4 topics around setting, around different niches that I want to actually talk about. So let's say the first one is how to begin or set up how to set up a, let's say, a salon. Did I get this spelling right? So let's say this is the title of my blog. uh, so let me head over to ChatGPT. Now, it's not recommended that you use AI for your content. You can use it for research, but um, because of I want to this because I want to show you how this is done, that's why I'm using this. But this is not recommended. You are only supposed to use ChatGPT for research. Okay. So basically, let's head over to creating a new page. So what I'm going to do is add a new post. Okay. Now this is the title. The title here is how to start a salon business. Okay. ChatGPT is still writing. Uh, so I click on this, how to start a salon business. Now, once you have your title right here, you can now click on edit with Elementor, because you want to use Elementor to edit your blog page. Now, at this point, you already watched that video, you already understand how you can use Elementor, okay? And at the moment, we're still building our content. Now, this is what it looks like. Now, one of the first things you want to do is you want to add sections, okay? Now you want to add sections basically, okay? And for most blogs, if you know how most blogs are structured, okay, most blog has an image in front, more like a background image. So I can just put this in here, and this is how you can control the size. And let's say I want to choose an image that is already on my system. Now, once you watch that video, you're going to gain insight on all of these things. So let's say this is the image I want to use as my blog banner. So you already have an image that you intend to use. This is very important. So let's get an image from, let's say, on Splash. On Slash is um, a directory with a lot of free images. So let's search for blog image. Great. So here's an image. So let's say we already have the content we want to paste on our blog. We've already written the content, and you want to ensure that you are downloading image. Oops. I think I have to go off my camera right now. I swear. Sorry, thank you. So what you need to do is download the image. Sorry guys, my lights went off. Have to get my gen on. So once you have your image at the moment, what you need to do is head over to um, now this is where we're at. You can now click on upload and you can select the file from okay. Okay guys, my light is on back. You know how it happens in this part of the world. So what you can do is to select the image, okay, from your you have to select the image from your device. But me, I don't know, I have to put it like this before it comes into my device. So I'm just put it into here and then it comes in. So it happens like this, and you have to add your alt text. Now, this is where SEO comes in. The video on SEO is going to explain how you can add your alt text in order to make your image descriptive. So now I have my image already. Now this is what my image looks like. Okay. Now I already have my content from ChatGPT ready. Now, like I said, this is the content that you are going to write. Now, why it's important for you to write your content is because despite you have tools like ChatGPT, it's important you use it for just research. Because when you are working for businesses, they have tools that they are going to use to check if your content is original or if it's AI. And if they do not, and if they frown at AI-based content, you are going to lose your job immediately. I know of someone who lost a contract because he outsourced it to someone and they used AI and immediately they used tools and then this tool was able to detect it. So you have your content already. What do you need to do is you can now start adding your layouts, okay? And with your layout, you add your text. Now this is what you're going to be learning from that video. I'm just trying to run this up quick, try quite fast so you can get the idea. Okay, so what you need to do is now you already have your content right here. What you need to do is to start structuring it into your blog. Now you can just click on this and add it as you can see it here. Now this is the first content. I want to add a header. I can just click on this plus icon, add a header here. Now once you already have your content, basically this is what you just need to do. Now you add your content in here. Okay. I can add them in here better still so that it maintains the um the form basically. So I can easily duplicate this. Okay, so if I don't want to add it once more, I can duplicate this. Okay, and then add the content here. So you can either add the content directly here, which is going to retain the size here, or you can just click on here and add it in order to maintain this size. So now this is what your blog page will look like basically. So once you're done, what you need to do is to click on publish. Now your page is live. Hello guys, at this point your page is live. We just created a blog post at the moment. Now let me see thumbs up if you are following, if you understood the steps I just explained. Let me see a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up if you understood how I was able to create a page, how I created the demo content, and how I was able to show you how you can add a page, or sorry, how you can add a post to WordPress. Let me see a thumbs up. Okay. Erisan, great, great. I'm seeing your thumbs up. That's great. So basically, what I showed you right now is how you can create a post, and how your content will basically look like, and how you can import this content into your WordPress and structure it. Now, this is very important that you have the right structure for your blog. Thank you, everyone. I'm super excited. I can see all of you are following, which is really, really great. So up next, so let's say we are done with our content already. Now let's see how it looks like. So once you can just click on this eye icon, and it's going to show you what your page will look like if someone accesses your page. Now this is what it's going to look like. Now there is an issue right now. Now if I click on my blog page, it is empty. Now ideally, after creating a blog page, it should basically come to my blog automatically. I don't need to add it to my blog. Now, this is happening because we haven't set up a post page. Now, I'm going to show you how you can do this. Once you implement these settings, any blog you post on your WordPress site, it's going to automatically get to your blog. Now, let's do it. Now, what I'll do right now, I'm going to head over to the actual dashboard. On the dashboard, I will on the dashboard, you're going to head over to appearance and customize. Now, this is another session on the website. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what you can do within the customize section of the website. Hello guys, I'm back. I'm sorry for that break. Some network glitch right there, but I'm good. So I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So I'm sharing my screen right now. So we were looking at how to set up our site in such a way that when we have a post created, it's going to automatically display on WordPress. It's going to automatically display on our site, so we don't need to do any other work. So um, I'm currently sharing my screen. So what you need to do, like I said, head over to appearance and head over to customize. Now, once you get here, basically what you can do here is you can do a lot of things here. You can perform global customization to your entire WordPress. So what happens is that any edits you make here is going to reflect on the entire website. So let it load so I can show you how it looks like and how it works. Okay, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. So basically, whatever changes you make here, it's going to apply to your entire website. Okay. So what we are looking for at the moment is here you can carry out global edits. So if you want to change the typography, this is where you can basically change it. If you want to change the colors, this is where you can change the individual colors on your site. Buttons, this is where you can change these buttons. You change how they look. Now any change you effect here or you implement is going to impact the whole site. Okay, so let's head over to header builder. Now this is your site and logo. Okay, so this is the logo right here. So this is where your logo is. So you can easily change the logo here. You can remove it. Now let's head back. Now what we are going to be looking at is the home page settings. Okay, now remember I said something. I want to create a setup whereby any post you publish on your WordPress is going to automatically get to your blog page. Now, in order for you to do that, you need to head over to the customize setup and head over to home page settings. And then for your home page, now this is the page we selected for our default home page. So that's why this page is showing here. Now for post page, there is no page here. So what I'll do, I'll select blog and then I'll click on publish. Once I do this, automatically any post that I create on WordPress, it gets to the blog page. Now let me refresh this so you see. Now this is empty before, but after refreshing it, you can see that we have this blog here. We have this post here and we have another post here. So if I duplicate and make more, they are all going to display here. Now one more thing I want to show you is how you can change uh something I'm looking for. Oh, global. Okay, so basically, that is how you can ensure that your blog page displays any posts that you have on your site. Now, let's create another blog page and then see what happens. Now, these are the only posts that we have right here. So if I create another post here, so let me add another title. How to wash customers hair. So let's say this is the title of my blog post. Okay, so I can now click on publish, or I can click on design with Elementor first, since I have my title right here. So ideally you should have your articles written on a Google document. You should have your articles written on a Google document. So we're going to wait for this to load, and once it takes us to the page, we are now going to complete customization on the page. Okay, probably offline. So I'm going to refresh this. It seems there's a network issue. Uh, okay, I'm experiencing some network issue right here, but I think everything is getting back. So it says the backup is still there, so I'll click on this to restore backup and edit with Elementor. Now it's loading. Once it's done loading, you can now publish this page. And once it is published, you can see your draft has been saved right now. I can now click on publish. And once this is published, when I head over to the blog page, it's going to display there automatically. So any new post you create is going to display right here. So once I click on publish, now once I refresh this, you're going to see that new blog I created is going to display here. Now you can see how to wash customers hair. Now this is it. Now you have now seen how you can create your blog page. Now essentially, okay, thank you very much, Eniola. Thank you very much. I see you are helping out one of your colleagues. Thank you very much. That's great. So, great. We are now at this point, and so far so good. We have covered a lot. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the dashboard once more. Okay, I'm going to head over to the dashboard once more. So at the moment, we have looked at quite a number of things. Okay, and looking at the structure of your project, once you are done creating all of your content, so let's say this is your first content, this is your first content, okay, this is your first content, okay, your first title, your second title, third, fourth, fifth. So you have 5 different titles on here, and you have created your content for all of them. What you need to do is to ensure that they are all added to WordPress as a post, and they are going to display on your WordPress site as a post. Now, once that is done, the next thing you want to do is optimize your website for SEO. Now, that's the next thing you want to do. Optimize your website for SEO. And how do you do that? That's where you need to install a plugin that's called Yoast. So we're going to head on here, a new plugin, which is called Yoast. So you're going to install this plugin. Now, Yoast is an SEO plugin that's going to help you to set up your SEO on your website. So what you need to do is to just click on install, and just like every other application, or just like every other plugin rather, it's going to install and activate. Now, for you to set this up, what you need to do is to watch this video. Now, this video is streamlined to help you set up your SEO. Now, it's going to show you how you can set up everything regarding SEO and how to get the setup wizard completed. Now, what you need to do is to watch this video, and you're going to have all the resources and knowledge you need in order to get this SEO active on your site. Now, once this is installed, you can click on this to start your first configuration, and that video is going to walk you through the entire process. Now, that being said, the next thing we're going to look at is optimizing a page with Yoast SEO and Elementor. Now, while this video is going to show you how you can set up Yoast, this video is going to show you how you can add a page, which is what I just showed you, and how you can optimize that page for SEO. So when you watch this video, it's going to give you all the information you need. Now, there's one more thing. There's one more thing I posted there. If you look at this, here is how to install Let's Encrypt from cPanel. Now, what this means is this is SSL, which means security, secure layer. I can't really, get the abbreviation at the up from the top of my head. But then what this does is it helps you to ensure that your website is secure. Okay, secure layer. I can't really seem to get that at the top of my head right now. Now what this is saying is that your connection is secure. So this is because I have installed SSL here. Now this article here is going to show you how you can do that, but I'll walk you through it as well. So let's open this. So this is what the knowledge base looks like. So this knowledge base is going to walk you through how you can log into your cPanel. Okay. So we want to log into our cPanel. So once you are logged into your cPanel, this is going to guide you. You need to head over to SSL/TLS. Okay. Now this guide is supposed to guide you, but I still want to do it all the same. So you head over to SSL/TLS. Okay, not here. Sorry. Let's head over to the guide. Now this is it, SSL/TLS status. That's what you're going to go to, which is this. Now for me, this is showing that all of these things here are active. Okay, so if you have this installed, you can just click on Run Auto SSL, and if you see Run Auto SSL, and that's basically what you need to do. Or in your case, the SSL might not be installed yet, so you need to head over to Let's Encrypt SSL. That's if it's not automatically installed. Now, as you can see, this is installed on the two websites I have here. Install. So what you need to do is if it's not installed on your own, you click on Issue. Once you click on Issue, you just click on Issue, and automatically you are now issued the SSL. Then once you are issued, you can now head over to this page and follow the steps. What you just need to do is to get over to SSL/TSL status, and then click on Run Auto SSL, and basically that's it. Now there's one more step. One more simple step. So once you're done, you want to head over to Settings and General. Now, one of the reasons why you want to come over to Settings and General, for me, I have changed this, but for most of you, you are not going to have this S here. Now, this is the difference, or this is what differentiates a website that is secured and a website that is not secured. Okay. Now, this S here is what you're going to do. So what you're going to do initially at your end, you're going to have a URL that doesn't have an S. So when you get here, what you're going to do is you click on this, you type the S here, and you click on here, and then you type the S, and then you click on save changes. That's basically what you need to do. Once you do this, automatically your website is going to have the SSL, which simply means secure socket layer. Yeah, I think I just remember that right now. It means secure socket layer. So with that, you can basically have SSL installed on your site. Now you can easily change your site name here for my blog and then add a tagline. You can now add a tagline. Now for site icon, you can click on this to add a site icon to your WordPress site. Now what this means is once I add a site icon, I'm going to show you what this does. You click on the site icon and you click on this. Now this will help you to set up a favicon. Now as you can see, cPanel has this, email has this little logo here. Now what you need to do is once you have your logo on here, as you can see my own website, so it has this, which is a favicon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this to basically crop this because I do not want this default WordPress logo here. Now once I am done, I click on save changes. Now on here, I have successfully, as you can see, it is changed. Now I have successfully ensured that my website has SSL installed and I have been able to change the site icon so no one knows that I'm using WordPress on my site. So basically, this is how you can get WordPress installed, how you can, like I explained, install a theme, install the starter template, and basically get your website to this point. Now, if I view the site, this is what I'll see. I can now click on blog. I can see all the blogs I publish. Now, this is what you're going to do. You're going to ensure that you have your 5 articles published on your blog and they are well optimized. Now, this is what your project is going to look like, and you're just going to submit this link so we can easily get to see what you have done. So it's been quite a lengthy lesson as well, and I am really glad that we're able to have this lesson to actually touch base. Okay, and I am sure from the cadence of the class, your interaction, it shows that for most of you, you understand the process, and with this, it's going to make it very easy for you to follow through with this video. Please watch this video as many times as you can. I know you have other engagements you want to get into, but please try and watch this as much as you can because this is really going to come in handy. Now, I will talk about a couple of things where this can actually come in handy. Now, once you have this, it helps you to come off as professional. Okay, when someone asks you, okay, let me see what you have done, let me see the work you have done, it's very easy. You can just send them the link to your URL and they will get to see what you have done, which will basically help you stand out. Now, this is what I do, and this is how I've been able to get jobs as well. Okay, and I am giving you all of these things firsthand, so you get to implement these things, and it makes the path very easy for you as well. Now, it's one thing for you to learn the skill, and also it's another thing for you to implement it. Now, people want to see the things that you have done before they are able to give you an opportunity to work for them. Now, you are a content writer. Okay, you tell someone that you create good content. Now, how can you prove to that person that you create good content? There is no way for you to do that. But um, once you have your site on, basically you can easily share that URL to them. It's very easy. They can go on there and they can see a lot of things that you are doing. Now that's how important this is. And the fact is, a lot of businesses also use WordPress. Now, by you doing this, you're also going to gain practical experience on how to use WordPress. Now, what this means is that moving forward, you get to work with businesses that are using WordPress. And guess what? You already have this experience. You can easily get to work on their WordPress backend. What they need to do is to add you as a user. Once they add you as a user, you can create blog posts for them, publish it and ensure it is optimized for SEO. I mean, I used my website then to basically bid for jobs. So I'll tell someone that I'm great at creating web content and I can also optimize it for SEO. Now, how am I able to establish that fact? I have a website where I can prove this. I have a website where I can prove this. I have a website where I can actually prove this. Now, that's how important this is. Now, it's quite a lengthy session, okay? So this is what you're going to do. Now, this video will help you install SSL. This video will help you understand how to use Elementor. This will show you how you can basically install Yoast, and this will show you how you can install Yoast and basically get it active on a page and optimize it for SEO. Now you're going to learn a lot of things here. You're going to learn a lot of things right here. So ensure you watch this video. Okay. Now one last thing. This is the let me show you this website, WP Beginners. WP Beginners. I think this is the website. Now this is WP Beginners. So you can check out this website. They have a lot of tutorials on WordPress. Okay, now learn the ins and outs of WordPress from real WordPress expert. Now they also have a YouTube channel where you can get to learn a lot about WordPress. So ensure you check out this website. It's very important. Check it out so you can gain a ton of value from them. So I'll stop sharing my screen right now. If you have any questions, please bring please your questions. If you have any questions, okay, please do check out that website. They have a ton of tutorials. So anything that you want to implement, search for it there. You will see a video on how to do it. You will see a plugin that can help you implement it. So if you have any questions, please let me hear your questions so I can respond to it. It is actually past our time right now, so I'm just going to handle questions. Yeah, that's right. WP Beginners. Olu Oluwakemi. Oluwakemi, yeah, that's right. WP Beginners. Now, using your phone will not be able to, you will not be able to get this leverage to carry out all of this setup. Please get a laptop. Please get a laptop. If you really want to make earnings from this, you need to get a laptop so you can practice and become better. At this point, you do not really need an expensive laptop. Something basic will work. As long as you can get a laptop that has a good battery, it can work. Then over time, you can get a better laptop. Yes, of course. Shitu, you can create content on different niches. You can create content on different niches. Okay. So what you need to do is what you need to do is that you're going to use categories to basically create various categories for your content so you can organize it. Praise, you must use a paid version, please. I think you said, I think there was someone who said, they got someone to install it for them on their local server. If that works for you, you can use it. But then I recommend you use a paid plan because that way it's accessible to everybody anywhere they are in the world. But most times I think if it's on your local machine, you might not everyone might be able to access it. I think there is a way this setup is done, where you can just access it from your local machine alone. But you need hosting in order, to get this site active and people from all over the world can access it. So please, your questions. If you have more questions, please shoot. Shoot. Are we to do all this and submit? Now, doing all of these things, it's for your good. You're not doing it for me. It's basically for you. I mean, I already have mine. As you can see, I showed you my personal website that I use. I already have mine. I use it for my freelance business, and so far so good. It's been incredible. So what you need to submit basically is the link to your blog page. That's basically what you need to submit. We don't need anything again. The link to your blog page. So once you submit the link to your blog page, let me share my screen. We can basically get to see the articles you have. So that's basically what we need. We just need a link to your blog page. So this is your blog page. Get us a document and submit this link. This is the link that you're going to submit. You submit this link and the link to your Medium account as well. That way we can see the content you have on Medium and the one you have on your blog. Very simple, very easy, no stress. Just give us this link. And once we access it, we get to see the content that you have written. Now, using Google Docs, what you can do is, I believe Dikbo, I believe he made mention of certain tools like um so for Joy, Joy said she has made payments, but she hasn't received any email. So Joy, what you have to do is to reach out to the support team on Q server. So head over to your dashboard, open a ticket, and reach out to them. They are going to respond to you. As long they are going to respond to you. So probably there's an issue somewhere, but once you reach out to them, they'll respond to you. You're welcome. So for someone is asking if you can earn from WordPress, you can. You can earn from WordPress if you have AdSense installed. Now that's a different case entirely. Just get this done first. Over time, you get to learn how that is done. Now, if you have the monthly subscription, you want to make sure that you pay for another month, because once after 30 days and you're not able to renew payment, you're going to lose all of your data. So you can be paying the 1,000 plus every month, or you can just pay per quarter, or you can just pay per quarter, or you can just pay for a full year. So that works as well. No, please don't post the same articles you have on Medium on your website. Please do not do it. Do not do it. Now, I haven't probed, but then I have this feeling that if you do that, there's something called duplicate content and plagiarism. Now, Google can actually flag down your content, because Google actually Google has their search engine bot that detects, when a website is shared on the internet, and then they can determine which content was first shared and then the other one that was shared later, and then your contents could get penalized. So you want to ensure that you have an entirely new content on your website. And guess what? It's the more you write, the more you get better at writing, and the more you are improving on your skills. So please ensure you create different titles for Medium and for WordPress. You're welcome, Arisan. I'm happy, we all had a great time today in class. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up at the moment. Please, please, please. I would ensure that the teaching assistant they get this brief note across to you, so you can watch these videos, and ensure you go over the replay of this session. Please go over the replay of this session so you can properly grasp this concept and get to apply it moving forward. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. You guys, you did an amazing job today. You did an amazing job today. I'm really really happy with the progress of this class. You guys are doing an amazing job. You guys are doing an amazing job. Okay, so in total, you'll be making five articles on Medium, and you're making five on WordPress. That's just what you need to do to submit. But please create more. Please create more. The more you write, the more you build up yourself, and the more you get better at it, because with more consistency, you get a lot more better. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So we're going to see next week. We are going to see next week, and by next week, I believe every one of you should, should have your hands on this. You should um, basically have your WordPress installed. You should have your pages set up. You should reflect what you are doing, and then you should have your blog page up and running with blogs on them, with content on them. Um, okay, no questions any longer. Thank you everyone for the class. Good night, and um, yeah, have a good night rest basically.